Hi, this is John here from Tech Camp. I just want to run through some instructions on how to set up App Inventor on your home computer. I had it already set up for you in the labs during Tech Camp. So here's how you do it. You go to App Inventor website. You can Google that if you want. You can just go to Google and type in App Inventor, and it is probably the first link that appears. There you go, MIT App Inventor, that's the link. Another way of finding that link is go to the web page for the junior camp. So if you go to www.techcamp.ie/junior campers, you'll get a page. There's a password required. The campers know what the password is. Type in the password and the link is in that page as well. So once you're on the page, there's a little bit of setup required. It's only required once. So you go to Resources, you go to Get Started and click on Get Started. There's some setup instructions. Click on the setup instructions and scroll down to option 2, which uses the emulator, which is what we were using during the camp. So click on the instructions there. And down here, you'll see that there are links to installing the App Inventor setup software for a Mac or Windows or Linux. So for me, I'm on a Windows machine here, so I'd click on that and I'd download it and I'd install it. And once it's downloaded and installed, I will have an icon like this here, this chap here, AI Starter, on my desktop. Now I've already done it. So there you go, there's my icon. I already have it installed. And I'm going to just, every time you want to run the emulator, you first have to start this. So I'm going to start it. So I'm going to double click on it. And nothing obvious appears, but you'll see here down in the taskbar, you see this has popped up. And if you click on it, it's just a black window. And I can minimize it again to pop it down there. So now I'm ready to start making some apps. So I'm going to click on Create. And I'm going to open up the 8-ball project that we were working on in camp today. So this is it. So now I'm going to connect and I'm going to select emulator. Again, every time you do this, you have to have the AI starter already started. If you don't, you'll just get a message saying please start it. So I'm going to click on emulator. So now it's going to launch the phone emulator. And this can take a moment or two. There's a phone emulator launching now. Usually when I do this, I launch the phone emulator and then I start working on my app. And you can leave the emulator open. You just sort of launch it once, and as you make changes to your app, they're automatically reflected in the emulator. So it's saying emulator started, and now it's just waiting 7 seconds to ensure all is running. And it looks like the phone emulator is kicking off. And we're nearly there, I think. My app is starting. And there we go. I think my app is just about started. I should see it on the emulator screen here now any second. There we go. Took a while to get it going, but there we go. And now to test it, if I click on the 8-ball, I hear a cha-ching and the word never comes up. And just to show you that as I make changes to my app, they're reflected in the emulator, I'm going to just change the background of the screen. So I'm going to go to the screen here. and I have a light grey background, and I'm going to change it to a magenta background. And now down here you'll see this little Android icon. If I click on it, and you'll see the phone, and I can click on that, and there you can see the changes reflected already. And I click on it again, the 8 ball, and cha-ching. And that's it. That's how you set it up.